Continuing with the skill. Speak to Gollum Eye. More cat, more cat. Should be easy enough. I'm temporarily trying switch the difficulty from master to legendary. Basically cut us damage output in half and we take quite a bit more damage. This is more or less just a testing case. I was fairly happy with the master difficulty level and I can easily change it. I just want to get a feel what's the difference between a master and legendary. I'll probably stick with the master, but I'm still curious. And since with the Thieves Guild mission there doesn't seem to be all too much going on. Melter Overseer's house. There's nothing much is going on with as fighting is concerned. This might be a good opportunity to test things out. I wouldn't want to play the game from the start with legendary difficulty. In a way it could be interesting. I mean, normal difficulty, let's say, normal difficulty can be understood in having basically a damage multiplier of 1 for both the damage you do and damage you take. So basically normal. Expert, you would have a damage multiplier of 0.75. You do 75% of normal damage, and you take, I think, 1.5 times normal damage. With Master, you do half damage compared to normal, do take double damage. With Legendary, you do 1/4 of the normal damage, and you take 3 times normal damage. My biggest problem would be the very small damage potential you have, especially early on. I don't recall any major problems there. I mean, the game was fairly well balanced. Maybe you could have gone with Master. I don't recall any major problems or the game being super easy with Expert. Enemies did a decent amount of damage and we did a decent amount of damage. It was a good balance. So, with Legendary it would be very... we would have to just beat the shit out of everyone. Even normal weak enemies would take a huge amount of effort to take down. And it just isn't particularly fun. It could be interesting, but I don't think it would be particularly fun. Interesting in the can you make it, and I think you can. Just have to use all the tricks in your book. But at this point, now that we have all the enchantments, we have good weapons, we have basically armor as good as it's ever going to need to be. We have very good upgraded weapons. We lack enchantments on them, but they're still fairly solid weapons. So I'm wondering at this point, would switching to Legendary make more sense? I mean, you wouldn't have to spend 30 seconds to take down a simple Draugr or a bandit.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
Come on.
Right. But you just watch yourself. Next time I might not be so lenient. You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
I'd rather die than go to prison. Okay, I have to pay the bounty. I don't recall what stolen items I have though. Fuck.
Please, someone do something!
Talking to the son of a bitch might be a little bit troublesome.
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore.
I'm here about the Golden Glow estate.
I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person.
You can drop the act now, casual lie.
Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it?
You acted as a broker for its new owner.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle.
Identify the buyer, and we'll forget what we know.
All right. Had I known this deal would bring me this much trouble, I never would have accepted the gold. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed.
Did she say why she was doing this?
Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey.
That's it? No name or anything?
In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry.
Think you're lying.
Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way. Why are you following me? I told you I don't know anything else.
It's gonna be a little bit awkward. The city guard trying to murderize me. We'll have to deal with this some other time. I mean the bounty issue. They're gonna attack us here immediately.
God, another fight. I'm getting out of here.
Pin tabs on him should be a simple task. Not like he has two options, either go there or there. Very likely he's not gonna go in the wilderness. So, harbor or the village? Harbor. So, where are you gonna go? Ships or the house? House. East Empire Company warehouse. Oh, it's a harbor. Can go. I'm a bit worried about the item here, specialty item. A large area. If we could find that, that would be great. This really has all kinds of crappy things. Cheese wheels. Not interested in the minor stuff. Not gonna be something in the chest. It has to be something in the open. Snow Ray. Well, we're very unlikely to come here ever again, so we might as well take what we can. building there. Not much here. A lot of storage space, but really there's not much going on here. With muffle invisibility combo, we can pretty much go anywhere we want. East Empire Warden. The stupid place to start stealing things, though. Cannot. Well, we don't want to be noticed here. There's a house up there. It looks like maintenance on ships using troll effect. Interesting. Where are you going? Doesn't look like anyone's here. Ooh, help. My boots. East Empire shipping map. Is an actual map of Tamriel. Oh shit. Can't I jump on the table? Map of Tamriel with all the provinces. Skyrim, Hammerfell, Cyrodiil, Pyrock, Somerset Isle, Ellenwood, Elsewhere, Black Marsh, Morrowind. Very nice. So, Gollum Eye went under us when we were here. Brine Water Grotto. Okay, there's probably an alternative entrance to this place. But how would you know beforehand? You wouldn't. What about training? Super. Don't really have places to spend these. Avoid death. Once a day heals 250 points automatically if you fall below 10% health. This might be good. Not sure how much it would help really. I mean, is it automatic if you basically get a killing shot? Or is it that you have to hit the sweet spot of 10% health? And with our health pool, that's a very narrow spot. We're going to get another 20% of the extra damage to 100 very soon. I'm not sure if I want to invest anything in light armor. I mean, what would we really have to gain? Nothing. Unless we really invest in points, but I don't think so. And sneak, or snake. Pickpocketing. But we have a few places that might be worth investing. Now comes the testing phase. Legendary difficulty fights. I'm mostly worried about, well, we already took double damage from enemies, now will they take triple? But it'll make fights against certain opponents very hard. I'm not sure if that's the main concern. It might be because we have the never spent any points in health limitation and never use potions limitation in place already. So it might be piling a little bit too much on on that, because I took those limitations with playing in expert difficulty mode. I certainly wouldn't have put in there don't spend any points in health if I knew I would switch to legendary at some point. But this is a test. I'll very likely switch it to back to master. Marauder and Outlaw. Not exactly a huge amount of trouble, but a proper fight. No, don't know. The thing is, do we have iron arrows? Or swan arrows? The thing is, we're not exactly, compared to how fights have gone before, we're not doing all that well, which is to be expected because we switched to difficulty. But this has been a long playthrough already, and this would be the best situation you would have been in a long time. And our capabilities drastically increased when we got the dragon weapons and upgraded them. So every point up to this would have been a huge struggle to kill anything. So I don't see legendary as all that good of an option to start a game with, unless you really just want to see how you do. At the moment, I don't see it as a huge burden either, no. But these aren't top of the line opponents either. Enough with the sneaking around.
I can't best you. Go. No more.
Plunder. Yeah, archers might be a genuine problem.
Now ain't this a surprise?
You open.
That's the best you can do.
Plunder will win. Better weapon.
All you've got?
Did your best.
Is it really legendary? Or is it, did I switch it to Master? No, it's legendary. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if at this point it makes too much of a difference. It'll... I don't know. Just don't know. We're about as good as we're gonna get. We can still improve things a little bit. We don't have any damage enhancing enchantments on our weapon, so we could add 2 damage enchantments on that. So it's not like you don't have room to even move forward with this, and we don't have a lot of problem. We'd have to invest in enchanting, that's the biggest problem. I'm considering it. I was sort of had given up on enchanting already, because I mean, what's the point? But if we switch to legendary, now there's a reason again to start pushing it forward, but it would suck up a huge amount of points. We would need at least 5 points. The rest is debatable. I mean, we don't want skill enchantments, we don't want health magic or stamina enchantments, but we do want the duel. But it would be better to go this route. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is a lot of points. In a way, we could reset smithing. I mean, we have a perfect armor and weapons already. Why do we need the smithing? One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah. Just looking at our options. I'm not resetting any illusion or alteration. That just isn't happening. But smithing, in a way, it would be okay. But there's no point thinking about it until your enchanting is 100. You're not gonna get it before that anyhow, and at that point it might not be necessary anyway.
I'm staying out of this.
Bandit Marauder. Hello.
Now there's no need to do anything rash.
This isn't
There's
as bad as
pl
it seems.
plenty of need to do
I was
raft
gonna tell
things.
Mercer about everything.
Someone there? They'll need to do better than that.
No. I'm gonna need some stamina. Now, let's have a chat.
Now there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed.
Mercer doesn't have to know.
I see you wish to be reasonable. Perhaps I misjudged you. The name of the person you want is Carlia.
You say the name like I should know it.
Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer.
And you're helping her.
Help? No, no. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me.
Where is she now?
I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, "Where the end began." Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive.
Don't really need to do this looting. But it seems like we might have a need for a perk once again. Every failure increases our experience too.
You needed to know more?
So that would be our exit. Not bad. Oh, I doubt we could have used this to enter that. So alternative exit only. Want to check the situation with crafting components. Mainly enchantment components. I think we have quite a lot of them. I thought we found weapons for a long, long time. Every kill there is a soul for us. Also need to check the alchemy situation. We would be interested in pushing the skill up, not taking perks. Which means we should start collecting ingredients again. Yeah, I think I'll stick with this, unless there's something... a huge problem with this. Because now I have motivation again to develop my character, and it's a much better situation than being apathetic to what happens with your character, because it doesn't really matter anymore. There's no way to push things forward, and the danger has pretty much been removed from the game. I'm more than willing to endure a few issues with this. It's amusing in a way that the fact that you can keep developing your character is the reason why you lack the interest in developing your character. Because what's the point? After some level, it just doesn't matter in the slightest if you're gonna move forward or not. You long since past the point where it mattered. If there was a limited amount of levels, you'd have to make some choices and live with them. You couldn't get it all. It is what it is. I need something to sell. Dragonborn battle axe. Yeah, we can even get these. Probably should. No, I'm not. I really don't want to give up smithing. I might change my tune about a lot of things, and I don't want to go back to leveling up those things again. I think
You're home! Did you get me a present?
yeah, sure, take this.
I'd really like a dolly. Or maybe a pretty new dress?
Do I have a
Wow.
dolly or a premium dress? I can't give you.
Oh, stop teasing me!
I'm not teasing you. You're just so weak you can't even carry a dagger. I don't know. Something wrong with you. My own sickly little monkey. Yeah, I think we're okay on the materials front. We just have to find enough items to turn these into useful things. Easily 100 plus. It's gonna be tedious. We don't have that many. Well, we have Grant 31 creature. Yeah, we don't need that many Grand Soldiers, so we could sacrifice easily more than half of them to actually getting the skill up. Yep. And we could retake the experience points boost standing stones. It drastically ease up the problem here. Okay. Same with alchemy. We don't have that many ingredients anymore. We have some. We don't have to do anything with the potions necessarily. We just need to make them. We don't have to do a lot of. Actually, I don't think we have to do any testing. We just need to make potions. So alchemy would actually be a very quick thing to do. We just need ingredients for that. Since things have resetted here, might as well get the ingredients. Okay, the container stayed empty. So in general rule there seems to be that at least in your self-built manner the containers don't really reset. Which is nice. Smithing is not necessary. But we'll still need items to craft, so we can enchant them. The more valuable the better. Iron or gold? Yeah, we probably need to get iron. I'm not going to do the crafting now, but now that I know that I'm gonna do it, I can make some preparations. I could also trade for soul gems. We have a lot of loot we haven't been managed to be able to get rid of. So we could buy soul gems with souls in them. Greater or grand, something that'll allow us to just create massively valuable items. I'll make a visit to the College of Winterhold. I need to start selling things up again, buying things. Quick visit before we return. Report our success. Yep. The whole goal of when we do crafting is to minimize the time we have spent there. It's all aimed at pushing the skill up. Everything else is secondary. We don't have to do useful things, we don't have to really save the good soul gems this time. We should be able to do
Divine
things
Smilin.
much faster.
Spells and incantations for those with the
I'll
talent
use
to cast
the
them.
experience bonuses I can get. Again, should make things much faster. I'm not interested in lesser or paid soul gems.
Good day.
Why are my research materials? Spells and incantations for those with a talent to cast them.
Greater. We do need to buy trading. Not sure what we would like to buy. Seriously. No crafting skills there, they're easy to get up. Maybe even things like destruction. I mean, they provide a lot of character experience, which we were basically looking for. And we
Next
could
time.
trade. Yeah, we could probably get the money back too. Okay. My biggest problem probably with the legendary is that I think magic damage is pretty much irrelevant at this point. It was already weak with the master, and legendary pretty much does half of that damage. So,
Tolfdir is Master Wizard. Certainly didn't anticipate that. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
yes, I do. We have books to get rid of. Signed version of Uncommon Taste. Children. Okay. Necromancer's Amulet. What a worthless thing. I should store that. I still don't want to sell unique items. They're more like collectibles though. They have no real use, but major block. Blocking increase on shield might not be a bad thing, especially on legendary. It will block more damage. So we quite reasonably, if we manage to block, avoid any kind of really just devastating attacks on us. Yeah, if we get a chance to read two enchantments, I might read things a little bit. Have a sort of a more of a melee combat focused equipment set versus magical resistance focus. Because it's actually very rare that if you are in melee, that someone's going to come and throw spells at you. Okay, that was amazingly useful for us. We still have a massive amount of jewelry we need to get rid of, but this helped a lot. Get a few soul gems too. Grand and 4 graders. We do need to travel in the wilderness, there's no getting around that though. I mean, if we just quick travel to everywhere, we're not going to... At least we're gonna struggle heavily to get what we need on the alchemy front. Alchemy doesn't have to reach any particular value though, we just want to do it. But I haven't collected ingredients for a long time, so... Yeah, I think I'm gonna spend some time walking the wilderness. It's not exactly damaging to us. I mean, we are looking for the Dragon Priest masks, and we're not gonna find it by just quick traveling from to everywhere, so we'll have to do that anyway. So we might want to combine with things. Maybe in the Thieves Guild it wouldn't be the quest, I mean best time to do it though, because it sends us to cities most of the time.
Something troubling you? Oh, listen. Well, well. If you happen across it, this should compensate you for your find. And here's the spoils. If breaking's more your thing, most of it, you'll feel like doing a bit of right. Nice. Yeah, this is what you'll need to know.
Well, steal anything worth... You did the job and you did it clean. That's all we ever asked. I handled the bird. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. Pretty simple. The cat... You ready for some good old-fashioned burger? Alright, take this and get out of here.
Windhelm Market. First mission to Windhelm Market. Okay, I think we're by the end of this. I mean the Thieves Guild campaign. I think we're in a very good
Welcome
position.
to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I give special rates to members of the Thieves Guild. Show me what you've got.
Strategic of Petrifying. Chance to paralyze the target for 9 seconds. Yeah, this kind of shit is ridiculous. I think paralysis abilities in general, they're quite a... I mean, if someone used something like that on us, what could we realistically do to counter it? We didn't do shit. Stage 4 take it. Glass battle axe, just take it, I need to get rid of it. They weigh quite a bit, and it's a stolen item, so it's either her or no one. Yeah, I like this.
So, what can I do for you today?
We have more of a purpose again. We lost it for a while, but something to go after again. Besides plowing through story missions.
Gullumai give up any information on our buyer?
He said Golden Glow was purchased by a Carlia.
No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again.
Golumai also told me she was a murderer.
Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished.
Why has she returned?
Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was.
The Golumai told me she said where the end began.
There's only one place that could be. The place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snowvale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again.
We?
Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers.
Yeah, I guess I have a minute. What do you want?
Speak to Tonilia about exchanging a piece of armor. Do we even have Thieves Guild armor anymore? They're all terrible. That's the bottom line. Who exactly are we being sent? Snowvale Sanctum. Hilgrun's Tomb. Yeah. Do the secondary missions, quickly go through Hilgrun's Tomb, go to Snowvale Sanctum. There'll be a couple of places with potential to meet a dragon priest. If not, we'll get more worse power. I think I have extra dragon souls for that. 7, yeah. This arm ability could be useful. Whirlwinds. Don't have enough souls to take everything. Or we do, but then we can't develop ourselves in useful abilities.
Out with it. Time is money.
Well, looks like you're fitting in well down here. I'm supposed to allow you to trade in one of your pieces of guild armor. So what will it be?
They're all terrible.
Of course. Otherwise it wouldn't be much of a reward, now would it? Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me. Are you sure? Once I exchange
Just
it for
give
you,
it
I'm
to
not...
me.
Okay, there you go.
We had a useless piece
Steal
of
anything
armor,
worth
now we have a
talking
better useless piece of armor. How useless is it though? I think we got like 15 extra points of carry weight. So, rubbish. I think I'm going to Well, I don't want to spend massive amounts of time in the wilderness just collecting alchemical ingredients. So we can at least mitigate that by visiting alchemical shops in towns we have to do the jobs in. We have a lot of potions still to trade. So, buy all ingredients, sell potions.
Have you managed? Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
Went to go and get more potions to sell. We certainly have them. Just don't carry them with me.
Be careful. The road to shores.
I think I'll get some extra potions before I forget. I'll end it here. Not bad. Not bad at all. We should still have hundreds of them, and I think I tried to take the lesser valuable ones first, so I could get the faster to bring the weight down. Yeah. 77 resist poisons. 61 resist frost. Take some of the more valuable ones. 30 damage magical regeneration. But this also shows how many potions we really need to create if we want to create something useful.
You're back! Wanna play a game?
Not right now.
Aww.
Mommy has important things to do. Well, I do want to do one thing. I want to plant ingredients in our garden that produce something valuable. Currently it's a mix of trash. It has to be plants. So paralysis was good, fortified carry weight is good, things like that. So creep cluster. Let's take a few of those. What other things have fortified carry weight that we might be able to just plant? Take it all. I need to check the ingredients. In general, I need to see values. Damage magical regeneration was fairly good. So we don't need to do blue mountain flowers though. Hanging moss, can we do that? Well, nightshade. Blue mountain flowers and nightshade would produce something with 236. Others. Visibility. Can't really grow these. Paralysis. Paralysis, sure. 252. We don't have all that many. Okay. 236. Scaly Polyota Creep Cluster. It's a good combination, and we have, more importantly, we have enough ingredients so we can actually produce those. Yeah, Scaly and Creep. I think an even split is fairly good. No. Might not be able to plant Scaly. I think I know where we can get both ingredients. Depending on which one we can plant, we'll focus our collection efforts on the other. Planted one can always produce an... Okay, that's Scaly. Okay, we can do it both. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's clear the planters. I would not both. Good. Blight, please. Most of these are trash. Okay, that's Scaly Polyota, I think. Yes. I think we are just going to mix these. Rather plant more Scaly though. It's only in Riften area. Creep cluster is very common near the hot springs area. Probably do the entirety of the Thieves Guild before doing the crafting, because Thieves Guild is very low on actually requiring you to kill dangerous things. But after this, we're going back to Soul's time, and that is another thing entirely. Looking good. I'll do the secondary missions first. I need to visit cities to get rid of the potions. Open up some carry weight, then we'll probably do the Nordic ruins. We shouldn't have too much trouble with them. At the same time, I haven't actually done anything like that since we switched to legendary difficulty, so... I don't know. We'll see. We do have extra damage potential still available to us. 20% at least. And we could take chance to do critical damage. But I don't think so, because we are saving up points. So the 20% extra damage is a must have, but other than that, I think we're just gonna put the perk points in storage. If we're really desperate, we could just paralyze the target and use a two-handed weapon to kill it. Because their skill is so low, it would basically level up very quickly. At the same time, low-level skill, so it wouldn't really matter. That's 35 levels though. It's a lot of experience. Or 28. And a lot of mixed ones that we sort of get constantly. So, I don't know. Do not know if we have enough perks. We'll get a few level ups going on the way there, which means we can buy additional training. So, prefer expensive or high level skills because they produce more experience. But we might want to start leveling up things like even heavy armor. Okay, healing skills, light armor, maybe even sneak. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. Make changes to our plan when necessary, but at the moment it seems like a solid enough of a plan, and there's enough potential. I think we have the perk points. Perk points to do it. Hope I'm right. I really don't want to make any skills legendary anymore.